It's a chilly Saturday morning in January at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And today, we're going to see if we can find a place to spend a little bit of time inside because it's cold, at least by Florida standards. Hi everyone, it's Herb from World of Walt, and welcome to another live broadcast from the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. Clear skies, a bit of wind, and as you'll be able to see from how all the folks are dressed here, it is a chilly day today. Mark, William, good morning to you. Thank you for being here and happy Saturday. Mitchell, good to see you. Rope dropping, World of Walt, fun thing to do. You'll see everyone is bundled up because it is a chilly day today. It is 51 on the way up to 64, which for those of us who live in the South and have thin blood, it's cold. John's got 19 degrees in Detroit. Now that's real cold right there. Love to hear what the weather looks like in your parts. But I'm happy to bring you some Florida sunshine. Barbie, Robert, good morning to you. Happy Saturday. Yvonne, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Alan from chilly Buffalo, New York. And Anne-Marie from Queens. Good to see you all. Hope that all of you had a wonderful and happy New Year. Wishing you all a great 2025. Robert says his latest pin shipment from the Pin of the Month Club is on the way. Robert, thank you for being a member. And hey, I'm just going to say that's a prompt for a shameless plug. Today, you and the award my undying appreciation. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. First shameless plug for 2025. So you can see the trolley car over to the right, which is the primary Starbucks location here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, has a line stretching down the sidewalk. People are looking to get some warm drinks this morning. Rudy, 30 degrees in New Jersey. Linda from chilly Massachusetts, hello to you. Yvonne, 36 with rain in Idaho. Jeff, 28 degrees in Connecticut. Sounds cold. Terry, preparing for ice and snowstorm in southern Illinois. I hope everything is okay. I always make the joke that when the snowstorms are coming, everyone's getting ready to make French toast because everyone buys eggs, milk, and bread. Ted, thank you so much for sharing the broadcast. I appreciate that. It's a great way to get the word out. Wow, Barbie has got 13 degrees in northern Maine. I guess 51, would be quite an upgrade from that. Denise, 59 days to go. Hello to you. Tracy, 10 below zero in Minnesota. Tracy, so far you win the award for the coldest weather. Wow, that's crazy. Gerald, 13 in Omaha. And Marlene says, more snow to come. It is wintertime. So my plan today is to just take a peek to see what's happening in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, see what the crowds look like in the wait time. I'm going to take a little stroll past Echo Lake. I'm going to make my way back through Grand Avenue and maybe say hello or goodbye to the Muppets there, although we don't have closing dates set yet. And then I'm going to make my way over towards Rise of the Resistance in hopes that the single rider lines are still operational. And if so, I'm going to head into Rise of the Resistance. One, because it's my favorite attraction, but two, because it's a very good day to be inside. Kathleen has 18 degrees. Hello to you. Karen says, looks a little cold down here. I would agree, at least by Florida standards. It was in the 40s last night. It's going to be mostly in the 50s, lower 60s today. So it does seem that the Christmas time crowds are still here, especially for such a chilly day. You can see the line for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is, well, big. Tanya, very chilly, 10 degrees in Rockford. Elmer, good morning to you. Happy New Year. Okay, 75-minute standby wait for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That is a good long time to wait, but a great attraction. Adrian, -2 degrees in Wisconsin. Wow, that sounds cold. Marta, hello to you. Getting ready for a big snowstorm. I've heard that snow is on the way up north. Robert is cold or thinking about cold. Kathleen, 50 would still be shorts weather in Michigan. Yes, you know, occasionally you can see, even today, a few people who are wearing shorts. Like I see a few right in front of me right now. And I'm thinking they must be from Minnesota because this is like summertime to them. It's like the chills of winter to us. Ronnie, good morning. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. I guess it's still okay to say Happy New Year. Maybe this is probably the tail end of the New Year wishes season because we're definitely in January. Chris, 75 minutes for train crash. Loves the ride. It is a great ride. It's one of my favorites here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's one where there are so many things, so many details everywhere that, that, yeah, you can just really see something new every time you go, even if you've been many, many times. Diane, good morning to you. So you can see that Christmas time is still in full swing here at Disney's Hollywood Studios in a number of ways. One is that the park is still all decorated. I have not noticed any Christmas decorations that have been removed from this area. Maybe that's the case, but nothing jumps out to me. The garland strung across the streets, the primary tree here, the Echo Lake decorations, including the Christmas balls floating in the lake itself, all still here. And it seems that the crowds are still here as well. Kathy, Happy New Year to you as well.
Have you ever watched Stroll's movie?
Juan, hello to you. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Beverly says, what a blue sky. 6 inches of snow in Delaware. We actually do have a very pretty sky here today. It's very blue and very clear. Marlene asks when the Christmas decorations come down. My understanding is that anytime after the 2nd or the 3rd, that could begin. It is just as a huge job to put things up. It's a huge job to take things down. So I would think that starting this coming week, we might see more of the decorations coming down in a noticeable way. But I don't know that there's a specific timeline. But during the month of January, folks at Disney Holiday Services and all of their helpers and contractors are going to be busy for sure. Karen, just here for a couple of minutes. Karen, thank you for spending a bit of your time. You know, if you or anyone else are not able to check out the full broadcast, you can always see the replay on Facebook and typically on YouTube as well later in the day. It's a nice spot here in Echo Lake to see the Christmas trees and the water, Christmas tree and the water. And good morning from New Orleans, Louisiana. Hello to you. Deborah from Chile, Maryland. So the coldest temperature I saw, which actually I'm not sure if it was a air temperature or a wind chill, was -10, which that is cold. Here right now we have 51, on the way up to the lower 60s. Chilly by Florida standards. You can see that most people here today are in long pants and heavy shirts and jackets. Mary is a fan of the Christmas tree at Hollywood Studios. Sherry says it looks beautiful here. Marlene says loves the replays. Thank you, Marlene. We appreciate everyone who checks out things live. It's always fun to chat back and forth, but I also appreciate when you check out the replay as well. It is a sunny day. I mean, so much so that it's almost a little hard to see. It's so bright. Heather, welcome to the live broadcast. Nice to see you. Rachel, good morning from Ohio, and it's 16 degrees. Sheila's got 21, also in Ohio. I did notice that the The music has changed over, so no longer do we have the Christmas soundtrack playing here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, but back to the traditional sort of 40s tunes. Karen, thank you for putting the link to the Pin of the Month Club. I appreciate that. Joanne says, feels like 12 in New York. Tanya says, a Christmas tree is beautiful. Okay, you can file this under the, you know Hollywood Studios is busy when. So the standby wait time for Star Tours, 40 minutes. That's a long time for Star Tours. I actually see the line stretching out here. Lisa, 13 in Chicago, but at least it's sunny. That does help. Vicky says it's shorts weather. Vicky must be from the northern tundra. Stacy, good morning to you on chilly Long Island, New York. Going to make our way over to Grand Avenue, and I'm going to spend just a couple minutes soaking up the Muppet ambiance, the exterior to the Muppet Vision 3D presentation, as well as the Miss Piggy fountain, because we do now have the official word that Grand Avenue and the Muppets are going to be vacating so that the monsters can move in. Although the good news is, and I'm pretty excited about it, is that the Muppets are going to head over to Rock and Roller Coaster. It will be interesting to see how the Muppet Takeover impacts that attraction, which the attraction itself is very solid. It's a good attraction. It's a great coaster. It's even better with the theming. So it'll be fun when we see the Muppets there instead of Aerosmith. Nathan, hello to you and happy Saturday morning. Amy's got a dusting of snow in New Jersey. Alicia, hello to you. Hey, there's Goofy. And Max. Heading over to greet some guests. Mary Ellen said, I'm sorry I missed the message, something about Disneyland. I've been to Disneyland a couple times in my life. It's not a place I can get to regularly. It's quite a haul from Florida, but I've enjoyed the times that I've gone there. Had a chance to go for the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which opened first in Disneyland, which was a thrill. So it looks like Muppet Vision is not operating at this moment. You can see the very famous and much beloved Miss Piggy statue here. Gina, good morning and Happy New Year to you as well. So we're going to take a moment just to enjoy the Muppet-themed Grand Avenue before it gets de-Muppeted and is translated over into Monsters, Inc. with the door coaster, which I'm very excited about. So Pizza Rizzo here, which is a fun spot. Lots of indoor seating, a fun theme unto its own. We'll walk back and pay our tributes to Mama Melrose, a restaurant which looks like it might become a Harryhausen sushi place. Rudy says, a good day to be in a Goofy costume, for sure. August, not so much, but January, yeah. Okay, so we had what used to be It's a Wonderful Shop, which is still here but not operational. I think it was used for a Santa meet and greet for a while. Mike says rat pizza. That is one of the best signs in all of Walt Disney World. I think I will miss it once it's gone. Where it says Pizza Rizzo, best rated pizza in town or something like that, and then parts of the sign sort of flash out and it says it's rat pizza. It's funny. Okay, Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano is not long for this world. Dickie's getting up to 8 inches of snow in Columbus. Wow. Hope that you are prepared. Sharon, hello to you. Gwen made it. Gwen, nice to see you. Thank you for spending some of your Saturday with me. Wanted to take just a couple of minutes to stroll through the Grand Avenue / Muppet Courtyard area, as this area is not long for the world, although we don't have an official closing date. Debbie says that was a great Christmas shop. It was. I do remember looking for Christmas decorations there in the past. Tanya says, loves the Miss Piggy fountain. Beautiful and tranquil. I do hope that the fountain finds a new home somewhere. Maybe it could even get relocated over towards the rock and roller coaster. But if it ends up on eBay, I'll tell you what, even though I don't have a place for it, I'm bidding on it. Mitchell says, loves the blinking neon. Me as well. Sherry is a fan of the Pizza Rizzo pizza. Good for you. Eileen says, gonna miss the restaurant. Everyone, I want to thank you for spending some of your Saturday with me. I truly appreciate your being here. Thank you for the comments. It's always fun to chat back and forth, see what's happening with you. And really appreciate the likes, the thumbs up, the shares. All great ways to get the word out. All right, so we are headed into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Oh, Doddle and Daisy. Greeting their guests. Daisy and that little girl had the same shoes. Well, not exactly, but that's kind of fun. Sheila says, best fountain ever. It's a good one. Wow, I can see the line for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance stretching all the way outside of Galaxy's Edge and wrapping back around. That's some craziness. I will maybe see if the single rider line is operational at the ride's exit, and maybe I'll poke my head in there to see how things look, but this does not look like a sort of a line that will allow my battery to last. Michael says that's how you know the parks are busy, the characters are out. That's true. Disney does look for crowd levels and looks for congestion points and is able to deploy entertainment, including character meet and greets, to give people something to do. Robin got Pog Gelato next to Muppet Vision. Oh, that sounds good. I didn't even know that was a thing. Carol says, looks mighty cold here today. I would say you are right. It's 51 degrees right now on the way up to 64. Bit of a chilly day. Mary says, holy moly, that's a long line. It is indeed. Let's see what the standby wait time is posted to be here. 120 minutes, good 2 hours. So I'm going to look back here at the single rider line. And if it doesn't back up too far, I will give it a go. But if there is a significant line for the single rider line, I will come back out and we will continue our Grand Circle tour. Lisa says the lines are crazy. It does look busy. Yes, thank you. Okay, I can see the single rider line is, well, I don't know if it's backed up here. Let's see at what point people are sort of stopped versus just walking back. Because there is a bit of a line. Oh yeah, this is backed up quite far. because there's still some walking to do before you get to the point where you wait and before you join in. So I don't know how the line continues to move. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pass. Gwen says, give it up, don't do it. Gwen, you're right. Janet says, 2 hours to wait is a long time. When you have to wait for everything for an hour or 2 hours, it means you're not going to accomplish a whole lot. Samantha, 9 degrees in central Illinois. Hope you're having a good morning, even if it's a chilly one. Andrea says, pass on the standby, or excuse me, single rider. Yes, I don't think I'd be able to make it through to the attraction itself and still have battery left. So we're going to continue our tour around Disney's Hollywood Studios, see what's going on. To be honest, I'm a little surprised that the crowds are as high as they are. I would think by this point, most folks would be back home after their Christmas and New Year's vacations, but maybe they still have the weekend before things have to get back to normal on Monday. Robert says, wonders what the wait looks like for the Skyliner. That's a good question. Actually, maybe we'll just skirt around the park here. We'll see what time it looks like when we get back over towards the entrance. My guess is that the Skyliner wait going from Hollywood Studios back to the Caribbean Beach Resort transfer station is probably pretty low because most folks are going to be taking the Skyliner in the opposite direction. But if we make our way all the way around and we're at the front, and we still have a little bit of time, we could go for a little Skyliner jaunt. Jeffrey says, maybe everybody leaves tonight. I think that's probably a good theory. Janice says, some schools start back on Monday. Yeah. I don't know, in my head I thought people would be heading back home, but you know, if you're here, you might as well take advantage of every minute, even if 120 of them are going to be spent standing in line. John is voting for a Ronto wrap. Sandy said, been missing Saturday morning. Sandy, I appreciate your being here today. Thank you. Facebook, in all of its mysterious ways, seems to notify some people and not notify others. Sometimes notify some people and sometimes not notify people. It's confusing. But I will say that if it's Saturday, if it's 10 a.m. Eastern Time, I will very likely be doing a live broadcast from somewhere around the Walt Disney World Resort. And every once in a while, once I've scraped together enough money, from a Disney Cruise Line location as well. Lisa's going to vote for the Skyliner. Robert is voting for the blue and the green milk. Hillary, hello to you. Tracy is saying everyone's probably leaving tomorrow. I think that's a good theory there. John, these are not the rides you're looking for. I like it. Heather says, debating another whirlwind Memorial Day trip. Sounds like it could be fun. Joanne says, I think there was no park pass reservations available. I did look later in the week, this past week, about the park pass reservation situation. And I think at least one park was not available. It might have been Disney's Hollywood Studios, which is kind of unusual. So as a pass holder, we still have to get a reservation. But usually that's not a problem. But this past week, there was a problem. Mary, good morning to you. Happy Saturday. Emily is going to be here on Memorial Day, turning the big 4-0. Congratulations. I hope this next decade for you is the best one yet. Jody got a notification. Jody, thank you so much for letting me know that. It is a total evolving mystery to me on who gets notified when and how. Janice says, Skyliner, log the Skyliner numbers that they were on. That's a lot of fun. So each gondola has its own number, and you can keep track of the ones that you've been in. So that's pretty cool. Krista, hello to you in Epcot. I hope you're having a good day over at Epcot. Will not be long before the Epcot International Festival of the Arts fires up. And actually, I'm very excited that next Saturday, the one, the only, Topher is scheduled to be here in Central Florida. And I'm hoping to spend some time with him during the broadcast on Saturday morning, where we will do a little tour of all that Epcot has to offer. Carol got notified. Carol, thank you for that. I'm glad to hear it. Gina was notified today. Gina, that's great news. Thank you. Amy got a notification after she tuned in. Well, okay. We'll take it. So the Woody's Lunchbox area has reopened some of the outdoor seating. You can see that this is a very popular spot. Jeff, hello to you from the UK. Hope you're staying warm. Rudy says, got a notification. Sorry I missed some of that, but I'm glad you did. Phil, hello to you in the Magic Kingdom. Mitchell's a fan of the 50s Primetime Cafe. Me too. I vote for the meatloaf. Carla and Kate are happy about Topher. Me too. He's a fun person to spend some time with in the parks. Laura's going to be at Epcot next week. That is great. I hope you have a good visit. Wow, another file under wow. You can see the line for Slinky Dog Dash has extended all the way out to the promenade here. And I think the end of it is just ahead of us. I can only imagine what the standby wait is for Slinky Dog Dash. If you have access to the My Disney experience, maybe you can share with us what that standby wait time looks like. I didn't make my way up to the sign where that's posted in front of the attraction. That is a long line. And you know, we have a similarly long line for the meet and greet here, which is probably Woody and Jesse. Lisa says, sister is a teacher. They go back to school on Tuesday. Interesting, okay. Tara received a notification, thank you. Michelle got a notification as well. Dolores says she used to get notified all the time, but haven't gotten one in a couple months. Yeah, it's just a mystery to me. So standby wait time for Story Mania is 65 minutes. Chip is headed here for his 50th this week. Happy birthday to you. Ooh, I think it was HR was saying PB&J milkshake. I have never had one of those at the 50s Primetime Cafe, but I've heard they're pretty good. Certainly has all the ingredients I would like. Ruth, happy Saturday to you. 20-degree Maine. Robert says likes the 50s Primetime Cafe, but you can't eat it all. They do have healthy servings there for sure. I think it was Dickie who said, this is the reason don't go to Disney during Christmas time. I understand. I think it's got its pros and its cons for sure. And a con is definitely larger crowds. It's so cold I can barely talk. Larger crowds, longer wait times. There's Woody and Jesse. Larger crowds, longer wait times. But you do have the advantage of cooler weather, although sometimes downright cold weather, as well as the beautiful Christmas decorations and just kind of the energy and the vibe of a lot of people having fun. Jeff says Tower of Terror is 110 minutes. Mac, good morning to you. Let Saturday begin. Gary is asking a very intelligent question to start off 2025 on whether or not it is time for a shameless plug for the Pin of the Month Club. You win the award. My undying appreciation for prompting it. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. So I've seen a couple advertisements here around Disney's Hollywood Studios, one here and one in the parking lot, about the Disney Mufasa, the Lion King film. which came out just before Christmas. I think I've heard that's doing pretty well. If you've seen Mufasa, I'd like to hear what you think of it. I have some mixed reactions about the prequel, postquel, remake kind of trend that Disney has been on. I know it's hard to make original content that is a hit, and it's often a smart financial move to look at what's worked and build on it. At the same time, if you don't take some risks and try some new things, you're not going to have the next thing you can build on later. Robert says, what about Tally the Elf? Will he be back next year for Christmas? This I do not know, but I actually did get a chance to see Tally the Elf when I did a live broadcast. I guess it was probably last Saturday between Christmas and New Year's. And I went to the Magic Kingdom and saw the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Parade. I had a good spot over in Frontierland. And the parade it's wonderful. I have to say I do prefer the soundtrack from a few years ago to the one that's here today, but it's still a wonderful parade. And I did see Tally the Elf, who was definitely an internet sensation and a crowd favorite, checking out who was naughty and nice. Greg says, just getting back from Disney, did everything but Hollywood Studios. Love the new areas in Epcot. HR is a Tally fan. All right, so the Voyage of the Little Mermaid is being reworked. I've seen information about casting going on and refurbishments on the inside. Some of the sign here has been restored, so it will be fun when this theater show comes back to life here sometime soon. Chip says, bringing the 50 years of magic t-shirt along. Thank you so much. You can always head over to worldofwaltstore.com to check out the extensive and ever-growing list of t-shirts that are available for your purchase. Thanks to everyone who has made a purchase. It's a great encouragement to me. Elaine, hello to you. Happy Saturday morning. Lisa from Pennsylvania leaves on Monday. Good for you. All right, let's see how we're doing on time. All right, it's 10:36. It's still pretty early in the day, so I think I am going to exit the park, make my way over to the Skyliner, as we've talked about earlier on the broadcast. We'll take a little flight over to the Caribbean Beach Resort. We'll see what the time looks like once I get that far. Hi. Yes, I am.
Nice to see you.
Hi, what's your name?
Jeannie.
Jeannie, it's good to see you as well. Where are you here from?
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee, okay.
I ran into you at Animal Kingdom one time a couple years ago.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Well, thank you for saying hi. You having a good day?
Well, we just got to the park. So,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Well, have fun.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. I always appreciate when people take a moment to stop and say hello. Tanya says, can't wait to go. Carla loves a Skyliner. All right, the view down Hollywood Boulevard looks great, with the Christmas decorations still up, the garland strung across the street. So I've got to think that the next time I come to Hollywood Studios, it will be un-Christmasified. Tanya asks if I'm coming out with any new shirts. You know, there was a big push at the end of last year where I came up with 5 new designs right around Christmas time. So my design muscle is sort of flexed out for the moment, but stay tuned. We'll see how things go. The nice folks at TeePublic were very kind to come up with the graphics for me for those designs last year. They may or may not want to do that again next year. We'll see. Michael, good morning to you. Hi, Wanda. Jeff says, got to meet me a couple times. Jeff, thank you for stopping to say hello. Bonnie says, too crowded for us today. It is a crowded day. Best laid plans for single rider line for Rise of Resistance. No, not happening. Still, The line for Starbucks is stretching out of the building onto the sidewalk. I do feel a bit like a fish swimming upstream right now, but that's okay. Everybody is coming in, I'm going out. Gina says, loves all the t-shirts. Gina, thank you so much. Marie, good morning and a happy new year to you also. Beryl says she can smell the popcorn. Beryl, I hope your upcoming trip is a good one, and thank you as always for all of the contributions you make to worldofalt.com. John says the park is full and the Skyliner beckons. Indeed. Sorry I missed the name, but somebody saw the Mufasa movie, and I think they were saying it was on the okay side. I know Disney has really made incredible advancements in computer-generated graphics. Still, when I see the computer-generated animals, sometimes they just look a little different. Missy, good morning to you. It is still Christmasified here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I suspect the next time I go that will not be the case. I wonder if maybe the elves who are taking down the Christmas decorations might be focused on Epcot because they need to get ready for the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. You don't want the Christmas time overlaying the art time. Rudy says, so crowded and people are still coming in. That is true. I hope that there's not too much wind noise coming through on the broadcast. It is a windy day here. I can feel the wind on my face. I don't know how the microphone is doing, so I hope it's okay. Keith, I was doing some swimming up against the crowd, or against the flow, I guess. John, it is gray in Arkansas. Loves the sunshine and the walkabout. I always enjoy bringing you a little bit of Disney fun. Todd says, enjoy taking the long way around. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate you being here. All right, we are going to exit Disney's Hollywood Studios and make our way over to Skyliner. And it looks like there is not much of a line at all coming into the exiting Hollywood Studios, which is what I would expect. Because it was Gary, as Yogi says, it's so busy, nobody goes there anymore. That's funny. Gary, hello to you. Happy Saturday. Debbie says the sound is good. Okay. Carlos says the microphone sounds good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I know sometimes when it gets windy, the mic does pick up a lot of that noise, and it makes for not such a great audio experience, so I'm glad to hear things are okay. Deborah says, is the live stunt show for Raiders of the Lost Ark still there? Yes, so the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular is still playing here at Disney's Hollywood Studios after many, many, many years. It's still packed in big crowds, fun show, including a great bit of audience participation. It's been a little bit since I've seen the show, but it is a good one. Alan and Carol says it sounds windy. Dickie says the sound is good, thank you. Ron says, Saturdays are always a great start with World of Walt. Thank you for that. Appreciate your being here. Okay, I don't think we're going to have to wait very much at all for our Skyliner gondola. In fact, I think a few are going to get away from us. Tanya says, it is a windy day. It'd be interesting to see if the Skyliner is a little rocking and rolling, but I think it's not going to be.
Morning, sir.
Going? Yes.
Walk right in 276, please.
Thank you.
Watch your step. Hi, folks. 2
See, there no wait for that. Tanya says loves riding the Skyliner. Gwen says got a clear gondola with no pictures. This one has I think the monster's design on the outside. That's okay though. John, no line here on the best ride at Walt Disney World. Skyliner is a lot of fun. Robert says needs a Skyliner to take him to work next week. That would be a good thing. Can look out here on the parking lot for Disney's Hollywood Studios, which is not full, but definitely full-ish.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Epcot International Gateway, Disney's Pop Century Resort, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Hollywood today. Now wave goodbye to your adoring fans below. Bye!
It's always fun to hear the announcements here on the Skyliner. Jeff says, hope they expand the Skyliner. I have heard that there are plans on the books to do that, but some of it's time and money, as so many things are. Tanya says the views from the Skyliner are beautiful. Barbie asks if I can wave in my reflection. Hello. You can see I'm not wearing my bucket hat today, but instead I am wearing like a ski cap.
In just a few moments, we will be traveling over the headwaters of the Everglades. The water that flows from the protected wetlands around Walt Disney World Resort travels all the way to the Everglades, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Gulf of Mexico.
Debbie says lots of cars going in. This is true. Robert says, how's the temperature in the ride? It's not bad, actually. The little window slits up above are closed. If they were open, I think it would make for a much chillier ride. Nice thing is you can control that yourself once you're in here.
Did you know that the entire Walt Disney World Resort is over 40 square miles? That's about the same size as the city of San Francisco and double the island of Manhattan.
Alan says, loves to see things outside the parks in Walt Disney World. That is a lot of fun. Someone said it was better where I was sitting before. I know it's a little harder. I thought it might be better here, but I guess it's going to be better over here. Maybe I can scoot over this way. We'll give that a shot.
We will be arriving at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort shortly. All passengers must disembark and transfer at this station. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed the most magical flight on Earth.
Ryan, I hope that your preparations for the upcoming snow are okay. Mitchell says, hopes to see you when you're there on February 2nd. I hope so as well. On Friday evenings, I will typically publish where I plan to be the next Saturday. So if you happen to be in the same spot, please stop by and say hello if you catch me.
Please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us. Por favor, permanezcan sentados hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente. Al salir de la cabina, por favor, cuide a sus pequeñitos, reúna sus pertenencias y observe sus pasos. Gracias por volar con nosotros.
Todd says, loves the tours through the hotels. Ronnie asks, where are we getting off? This is the Caribbean Beach Resort Station. So we'll jump off here and maybe head over to the Art of Animation. As long as the line is not too long. Actually, I'm surprised that the line here heading into the park is not so crazy, which is good. So let's take the Skyliner over to the Art of Animation. Wow, no line at all, really. Looks like it might be moving a little bit in slow motion. That's okay. Good morning. Thank you. Alright, we're in again. Jim says going to be here next Saturday. Hope you have a good trip. Lisa says if you walk around Caribbean Beach, you can get a lot of steps in. Buffy says, have an iced peach tea. That sounds good. Alright, we're doing pretty well on picking up Skyliner routes here. Keith says, cheapest round trip flight to Disney is on the Skyliner.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Now get ready to travel back in time and enter the animated worlds of Disney. We are on our way to Disney's Pop Century Resort and Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
Mitchell says, never been to Art of Animation. It's a fun resort, especially for a value. Very colorful, lots of great design. You get a very nice view of it coming over Hourglass Lake here. Keith says, Skyliner, cheapest round trip flight to Disney as a t-shirt idea. I like that one, actually. Mitchell says, Skyliner is his daughter's favorite ride. It is a good ride. Remember, we don't have to wait too long. It lasts for a while. You get to see a lot of fun things along the way. Carol Ann says, seems peaceful. The Skyliner is very peaceful.
Just ahead and to the right is Disney's Art of Animation Resort, a larger-than-life resort that celebrates the creative magic that goes into crafting Disney animated films, from sketches to reality. On your left is Disney's Pop Century Resort, a memorable resort that celebrates the way we lived, played, and communicated with each other throughout the 20th century.
All right, we are headed down towards the water of Hourglass Lake. I think that's the name of this body of water here. So we'll jump out here. We'll walk over a little bit towards the pool of Art of Animation.
We are now gliding over the sparkling waters of Hourglass Lake. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the most magical flight on Earth.
Skyliner does have a great view into the Art of Animation here.
In just a few moments, we will be arriving at the only floating Skyliner station at Walt Disney World Resort. Passengers can disembark here for Disney's Pop Century Resort and for Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Thank you for flying the Disney Skyliner. Bon voyage!
Keith is asking if we're going to get a splash landing. I hope not. I don't think it would be a good thing at all.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us. Por favor, permanezcan sentados.
Deborah, thank you for watching.
Las puertas se abren automáticamente. Al salir de la cabina, por favor, cuide a sus pequeñitos, reúna sus pertenencias y observe sus pasos. Gracias.
Thank you. All right, we made it. No splash landing, which is good. So we are now at the Art of Animation of the Pop Century Skyliner station. We'll take a little stroll back towards the Art of Animation, which is a beautiful resort. Kind of fun to see. We'll see if anybody's brave enough to be in the pool. It wouldn't surprise me if it's closed down given the temperatures, but some folks may think this is good swimming weather. Yvette, hello to you. Scott and Angie, hello to you. Thanks for being here. Buffy says, interesting that it's over the water. Haven't been in that direction yet. Yes, the announcement said it was a floating Skyliner station, which I don't think it floats exactly, but I do think it is on the water, so it floats in that sense. Tanya says the water scenery looks great, and Anthony loves art of animation. This is a fun resort. I've stayed here before. Missy asks about the temperature right now. It is 51 degrees. Kind of been 51 degrees for the entire broadcast, on the way up to 64, so it's going to warm up a bit. Still a chilly day, though. Janice says, sure that the pool water is warm. People are trying to get out of the cold. I'm kind of curious. It will be fun to see. Todd said the northern guests are going to be swimming. That could well be true. Joanne says the water parks are closed. Yeah, I have seen notifications that the water parks have been closed because of the cold temperatures, which kind of makes sense. I see people in the pool area. At least I see a few people bundled up. I see lifeguards out. If the lifeguards are there expecting people to actually get into the pool, or if they're just standing around the pool saying, don't go in the pool. I don't see anyone going. I see some kids in the splash pad. Oh, I do see one lone brave person. Looks like a young kid in the pool. All right, rock on. You get the pool to yourself and you deserve it. Jackie's a fan of Blizzard Beach. HR says it's the Polar Bear Club people. I actually do not know if the pools are heated or not. I would kind of assume they are, but maybe someone here knows. You can fill me in. Marie says there's always that one crazy kid who's in the pool with her kids. It's funny. Brian says 54 is not bad in the sun. I think that's true. The sun definitely does make things feel warmer. All right, everyone, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. This chilly broadcast from Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. 51 degrees. You can see people are bundled up. What a good day to be here. Even a cold day is a good day to be here at Walt Disney World. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that your 2025 is a wonderful year. I appreciate all your comments. Thank you for the likes and the shares and the hearts. Thanks for all of you who spent some of your Saturday with me. I hope you have a great weekend and a wonderful coming week. And until next time, God bless.